Become a channel member and support the content. You also get access to exclusive videos. You'll get an emote next to your name in the comments. The link for that can be found next to the subscribe button or in the description. And if you'd rather get your coins direct rather than roll the dice with FIFA points, head to u7buy.com and at checkout use the code TVM for a discount. The link can be found down below. What is going on, guys? Steve here. Welcome back to a brand new day of Team of the Week predictions for the first time in maybe 2 weeks. We're going to talk about Bulaya. 1 goal, 1 assist and a 2-0 win. I put him in nearly every other week because he always pops up with a couple of goals. He's very consistent. So for a silver stars, you never know. A guy that I can't even remotely pronounce the name of has popped up with a hat-trick in a 3-1 win. So he's probably more deserving than Bulaya, but Bulaya has 5-star skills. It's one of the reasons why I was quite interested for him to get in there. Sheik up next with 1 goal, 1 assist in a 4-1 win, just the same as Bulaya. But again, definitely worth noting. Of course, they may not get silver stars, but they may end up in Team of the Week. So, yeah. Last up, and our final silver. And to be fair, if I had to handpick a player other than Bulaya to get the silver stars, it would be Medina. Great pace. I wouldn't say good defending, but decent for a silver. And of course, he's from the French league. So yeah, I'd be more than happy with that. He's got a clean sheet and a win against Marseille. Mensah for Besiktas with 2 goals in a 4-1 win for them. A decent looking 80 rated card. Moving on to, I think this player up next actually has a special card. He does. That's why he's got like a blue tint to him. I think he's like a team of the tournament. It is of course Elvedi with 2 goals in a 4-2 win over Dortmund. He is all but guaranteed to get himself an inform, which is going to push him above that team of the tournament card. Bertrand Traore, somewhat of an outside chance here. Of course, he scored against Newcastle in that 2-0 win 2 nights ago now. I think it was on Friday night. Could get there because he is a right wing. We've not got that many wingers really, so that's kind of why he's half in there. And there's not an awful lot of Premier League football on. This might be too soon. N Nesuri with a hat-trick in a 3-0 win, but EA's system is that they don't give out informs that are back-to-back or within like 2 weeks of each other, so not sure. Nyakate up next with 2 goals in a 3-2 win over Leipzig, and for a centre-back, I mean, let's be honest, that is pretty much guaranteed. 2 goals for any defender is banging, but for a centre-back in general, against a good side like Leipzig, yeah. Moving on to Golovin. It's a shame that it's not... well, so I was going to say it's a shame it's not Ben Yedder. He can't get one anyway because he's got the headliner, of course, but it's too soon. So Golovin with 2 assists in a 3-1 win. There are a fair few sort of, I wouldn't say curveballs, but outside chances. He could be one of them. Another one is kind of Goldson, really, because he has popped up with a goal in a 5-0 win for Rangers, which puts them... I don't even know how many points clear of the top of the table now. But this would be a second inform, and I couldn't pick out one single attacker, so I went with a defender. Moving on to Canales from Real Betis with 2 goals in a 2-1 win. I would say that is pretty nailed on. To be fair, 84 rated inform. I'm sure a fair few people wouldn't mind packing him just for sort of helping out with SBC's reasons. Forsberg is 100% an outside chance. He got the only goal in Leipzig's 1-0 win in midweek. I know I just said that they lost 3-2. This is a midweek game. There's an awful lot of that going on right now. Speaking of losing, Liverpool lost, of course, for the first time in like 3 years at Anfield. Pope was definitely one of the main reasons for that. He kept a clean sheet in that 1-0 win for Burnley. So definitely expect to see him in every single team you play next weekend league. Llorente is 100% an outside chance. To be honest, I'm not sure he's going to get it. I would normally have given it to Luis Suarez for 2 goals, but they've given him that moments card. It's a classic EA curse, really. But Llorente popped up with 1 assist in a 2-1 win for Atletico, so who knows. Kostic for... I forgot the name. Frankfurt. 1 goal, 1 assist in a 5-1 win. There are a few other players worth maybe considering, but I think Kostic is the front runner, and if anyone's going to get it, it's going to be him. Moving on to one of 27 goalkeepers in contention this week, Pavlenka saved a penalty. EA love that, and of course they won 4-1, but EA love it when a goalkeeper saves a penalty. It's almost like they have to give him an icon card at that point, so I would expect him to be in form, as I would Kasper Schmeichel. Not that he saved a penalty, but Leicester beat Chelsea 2-0 in the league. He kept a clean sheet. So, and again, with the lack of Premier League football in the last week, I would nail this on Kasper Schmeichel and Pavlenka. Those are my 2 choices for the goalkeepers. Moving on to Gundogan. with 1 goal in a 2-0 win over Aston Villa. Again, there aren't that many Premier League games on at the moment because we're sort of in FA Cup week. So I think EA will grab it when they can get it. And Gundogan was probably the best performer in that game. Same goes for Eric Bailly, of course, with a performance against Fulham. It wasn't necessarily a good performance. He didn't keep a clean sheet. He didn't get a goal contribution or anything like that. It's just something EA would do. They're going to pluck it out of the air just because it's a player that people will want in their team, I'm sure. Pellegrini, 1 goal, 1 assist, 4-3 win for Roma. A couple of other players, I suppose, in contention, but Pellegrini is the one with the most goal contributions and definitely the one that I would put ahead of anyone else. Moving on to Romero. This is the first instance we're going to have where a Silver Stars player is now up for another inform. Romero got 1 goal and 1 assist as a centre-back. That is banging, but also he did it against Milan, who are, of course, riding very high at the top of the league. So, yeah, Toni Kroos. This is an interesting one. I got 3 players from Real Madrid. Toni Kroos, 2 assists, 4-1 win, right? But he's not the only player, because there are more. And the next player is going to be Eden Hazard. Now, I think this would be a 91, maybe, because he did have a team of the tournament. So it might be a 91. Either way, he's got 1 goal, 1 assist in a 4-1 win. But of course, there is secret option number 3, and he has a headliner. I am, of course, talking about Karim Benzema. Massively highly rated there at 93. His inform would be 92, because the headliner remains 1 ahead. 2 goals in a 4-1 win. Anybody's guess out of those 3. In fact, why not? Just give us all 3. This is a player that will not get it, Joshua Kimmich, even though he's put in the performance of his life. Hat-trick of assists in a 4-0 win. What a performance. 2 of the assists were absolutely superb. But he's obviously got a team of the year. He's just gone into pack, so he won't get it. In fact, I think they're going to give it to Thomas Muller. He popped up with a goal in that game on the end of one of Joshua Kimmich's magic crosses. And I think he'll probably scoop an 89 rated inform at the expense of the team of the year Kimmich. I can't imagine they'll give it to Lewandowski, even though his goal was decent. Cuadrado, many Juve fans will be wondering why the hell I'm putting him in here. He did get 1 assist in a 2-0 win earlier today, but he cost Juve about 4 goals. He could have played Ronaldo in at least twice that I can remember, and he decided to go it alone. Ronaldo was in oceans of space, but he got man of the match. De Jong with 1 goal, 1 assist in a 2-0 win for Barcelona. Finally, we could be getting the informed Frankie de Jong. Should have had like 27 special cards by now. Not for any performance-based reason, just because EA have missed plenty of opportunity to give him some sort of special card. Speaking of which, they've done it with Neymar as well. 1 goal in a 4-0 win for PSG wouldn't normally be enough, but considering we have Team of the Year impacts right now, Neymar was nowhere near, in my opinion, the discussion for Team of the Year. Why not give him the inform? So we've got Team of the Year impacts. We'll also have Neymar impacts, as well as some other really high-rated cards like the Benzema, for example. It's a good idea. Put Neymar in there. He's done enough, in my opinion, that you can just give him an inform. No one's going to moan about it, and everyone, in my opinion, would be happy at the chance of packing Neymar, especially in reds. Before we wrap things up today, we have to talk about Tom King. He has set a world record for the longest distance goal. I don't know if that's how you word it, but either way, he scored from his own 6-yard box when he took, I don't even think it was a goal kick. It might have been a goal kick, but either way, he smacked it and it went in. It went over the keeper and he scored. Bit of a sort of tailwind and a bit of an overhit misdirect pass, really. But either way, it still scored a goal. And, of course, the game finished 1-1. He didn't do anything magnificent other than that, but he could get a record breaker. But then again, Messi and Ronaldo have both broken records in recent weeks and not been given anything. So I wouldn't be surprised if EA just swept this under the carpet. But it would be nice to see. That being said, there are a couple of other games yet to play tonight. Of course, Atletico Madrid against Valencia yet to play. I have got Atletico Madrid inform already in the predictions, though. Parma against Sampdoria has to kick off, and there is a game involving Lyon against Saint Etienne. But I had to record this now, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to record it until tomorrow afternoon, and by then it's a little bit too late. So keep an eye on those games, but it would have to be something pretty decent to be included, because there's an awful lot of good players in contention this week as opposed to the last couple. Hopefully EA do the right thing and give it to Neymar, but we'll have to wait and see. If you have enjoyed today's video, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.